What's going on, everybody? Dylan Napoleone with Cage Side Press, joined today by a PFL welterweight with a record of 12 wins, 5 losses, Neiman Gracie. How we doing, Neiman?
How are you guys? A pleasure to be here.
My pleasure to be talking to you today, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. We just saw you fight recently out there in Chicago, man. Very quick turnaround as you're preparing for June 28th out there in Sioux Falls. I don't know you as a fighter. You fought pretty consistently, but I don't know about this consistently. What has the adaptation to the PFL style been like for you? And like I said, fighting so consistently, so frequently.
Yeah, this is the fastest I'll fight after another fight, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be good. I think the most important thing is to keep my weight down, so I cannot get too heavy because I gotta weigh in again. So
yeah,
that was the biggest difference, Like
yeah.
I didn't have a break after the last fight. I just came back and keep training, keep dieting, and stay on the hustle.
Yeah, do you think that this kind of thing is good, or do you see it like it's hard to keep up keep the weight low, stuff like that? How has that been going for you?
I think it's good because it keeps you sharp, keeps you training,
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's tough because you cannot eat that pizza on the weekend. So,
definitely.
but it's good for us that love what we do. It's great.
Good to hear. I'm glad it's treating you well. You're enjoying it. I know on
Yeah,
social media you haven't been too active, which tells me that you've really bitten down and really, bitten the
yeah.
bullet, hustling for this fight. What have the past couple weeks been like for you?
Oh, it's been great, man. A lot of training, a lot of hard work.
Mhm.
So I've been training a lot. I don't have much time for anything else.
Yeah,
So just my family, the training, my kids. So it's a lot of work.
absolutely. For
I don't
sure.
have much time to post anything.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I
Yeah.
could tell. Obviously, working hard, being a family man is very important as well. But last time we saw you out in Chicago, it was your first fight week with with the PFL. You'd been with Bellator for a while before that, but how did that fight week compare or, contrast against other fight weeks that you experienced with Bellator?
Yeah, I've been with Bellator for such a long time, so it was a good thing changing a little bit,
Hmm.
changing people, changing the staff. For me, it was great, man. I felt renew, like doing something new. So
Yeah.
it was really good. I like it. They are very professional,
Yeah.
and it was a great fight week.
Yeah, that's good, man. I spoke with Brennan Ward earlier today, who fellow welterweight, another guy who's in the tournament, and he told me that, and I'm sure you might agree, you both you guys had been with Bellator for quite some time. He said PFL professional is the only way to describe it. He said,
Yeah, it's
very
true.
professional, straight to the T's, dotting the I's. He said, no wiggle room. He said Bellator was a little bit laid back and stuff like that,
It's
but he said
true.
PFL straight down to the test.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
agree?
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
especially him, he's been there longer than me
Yeah.
with Bellator. So, yeah, they're very professional. Everything was really, really good.
Yeah, man. Chicago was fun. I had a blast out
Was
there.
awesome, right?
The
Yeah,
hotel was in such a beautiful area.
yeah.
The city
I
was
fought there
nice.
before for Bellator, but we didn't stay in the city. We stayed
Yeah.
far away.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as nice as this time. We stay in the city. It was really, really good.
Definitely. Yeah, that's what card was that? The Bellator one. Was that the one where the hotel was the one with the big parking garage out front? Was it
I
that?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that Fedor fought there
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
I think
someone.
yeah, I
I
think it
don't
was
remember who.
first half of 2023, I believe.
Yeah, I think when I fought there was 2018, so it was
Oh,
a long
oh,
time.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
They did another. Yeah, oh no, with Fedor. Yeah, you're right. They did that
yeah,
one
yeah,
way
yeah,
back, but they did
yeah.
one. I think the second event before Bellator, signed
Uh-huh.
with PFL. They did that one
But
out there.
probably it's the same hotel because they stay
Yeah,
inside in front of a big thing.
yeah. The
Yeah,
river
so
was
it's
over
different,
there.
man. It was good to stay in the middle of the city.
Yeah,
For me, it was really good.
yeah. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It was nice, man. But obviously, you Neiman bouncing back from the decision loss versus Goichi. I know that was a very meaningful fight. It was a rematch for you guys, but you don't have too much time to really think about it, which I guess is
yeah,
probably
exactly.
probably a good thing, right?
It's a
Um,
great thing, actually. Like, it puts me right back into work,
yeah,
and thinking about the next guy already. So
yeah, that's good.
it's really good. And being on a tournament, we can always fight again. So I can have even my revenge again on the future. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
still,
exactly.
things is still open.
Yeah, obviously with the way that the rematch went and stuff like that, and having fighting him twice, not the situation you want to be in. But I guess jumping right into this Don Madge fight is the best scenario. You get to focus on Don. Don't even got
Exactly.
to worry about that anymore. That's good, man. Well,
Exactly. Yeah.
we mentioned it, taking on Don Madge June 28th in Sioux Falls. That's another cool city. I was out there for a fight. Probably, yeah, 2023 sometime. That was a cool one. I don't know if you've ever been there. Um,
Yeah, I fought there before too.
what was that? You must have been
I
the.
fought Goichi. I fought Goichi
Oh
there the
no,
first
no,
time.
no. That was the same card. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
was the
I
one
was
I was at.
we
Yeah,
were the main event. It was
yeah,
a good card too.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I went to like 7 Bellator events in 2023. I get them all
Nice.
mixed up, man. But like I said, Don Madge, June 28th, Sioux Falls. Don got his quick six at the Chicago event, his first round submission over Brennan Ward. Very quick submission. But what were you able to get out of the performance? What's your overall analysis of Don Madge like?
From that fight, I couldn't get much because it was
Right.
too quick. But watching other fights, I can see that he likes more to be more of a striker. He's a southpaw, so regular stuff that you see as from a fighter.
Yeah.
So I was able to study him a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good fight.
I know he's a black belt, man. He's a jiu-jitsu guy like you. What do you
Yeah.
know about his jiu-jitsu, and how does it stack up against that Gracie jiu-jitsu that you've got?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know if it's like me, if he's gonna want to go to the floor. I don't think he wants to go to the floor with me, but I want to take him to the floor. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see that on June 28th.
Yeah. Every time we talk to you, man, you tell us no, the game plan never changes. I want to get every
Never
guy to the
changes.
mats.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the goal here, I'm assuming. And like you
Same.
said,
Same
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Do you think that, never, but I want to ask you, you focus on getting all these guys to the ground and you want to, submit all of them and wrestle or get into the jiu-jitsu world with them. But talk to me about how you keep your striking refined and focus on that too, because obviously where you're at in your career and being, at a high professional level, you got to be good at both of them. So talk to me about how you focus on both of them, obviously wanting to submit people, but still keeping that striking up to par.
Yeah, man. And just gotta keep training. Like, I love striking too. I love jujitsu the most, but I
Yeah.
also love to strike. So
We've seen you in
I'm
some
always training.
bangers.
Yeah, man, I've been fighting for such a long time, so
Yeah.
striking is nothing new for me. I've been doing this for over a decade,
Yeah.
so I love striking. I train a lot of striking too, but this point of my career, I want to get the fight where I'm really good at. I believe
Yeah.
that I am one of the best in the grappling area, so that's where I want to get my opponents there.
Of course, man, and I have to agree. I think we all agree that you're one of the best down there on the ground. The Gracie Jiu Jitsu is supreme, and I want to see your take on this. Obviously, you came on the short end of the decision back in Chicago. Do you feel an extra push to get the victory on June 28th? Do you think
Definitely.
you're gonna go out there for a quick finish, or
Yeah, man.
yeah, you want to get into the
Like, I
playoffs?
need I need to get 6 points to go to the playoffs. So I gotta
Yeah,
finish this fight in the first round
yeah,
as quick as possible. So this is
yeah,
the first time in my career that I'm thinking like this. I'm
yeah,
always take my time in fighting, but this time I gotta get those 6 points.
yeah.
So I'm thinking about finishing this as fast as possible.
Brennan Ward was telling me the opposite. He said he's not even worried about it. Obviously, if you want to advance, it seems like something that you have to be worried about. So I don't know. Maybe he has a different outlook on it. But for you,
Yeah,
you've got that outlook that you need to go in there, get those 6 points. So
yeah.
how does the approach change for you? You just have to get them on the ground quick. That's about as simple as it is, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. And I got my training, like, I'm training instead of 5 minute rounds, I'm doing 2 minute rounds,
Yeah.
1 minute rounds, 3 minutes, and trying to finish the fight as quick as I can, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to finish my training partners fast,
Yeah.
so I can get those points and go to the next phase of the tournament, you know.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't have to tell me, but are there any like submissions that you think you're going to be able to catch him in, or is it just being ready for whatever?
It's hard to say, man, because we don't know how we're gonna fall on the floor, you
Right.
know, and how it's gonna be. But it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I know that I can pull it off from anywhere. So
Yeah. I don't
like
know,
from the
man.
bottom, from the top, from the
Yeah.
back. So
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
do it, you know.
I don't know, Neiman. You maybe pull something off. You remember that guy, Aviv Gonzalez, Imanari roll, right when
Yeah.
the bell picked up, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he
That'd be
trains.
something cool
He used
too.
to train with me. That was
Oh
fat. That
yeah,
was
in
really good.
Cali. Yeah, he was at the
Yeah,
Gracie gym. Yeah, or no,
yeah,
in New
yeah.
York, right?
New York with
Yeah,
Hansel. Yeah,
yeah.
I know
Makes
him
sense.
since he was a little kid.
Oh yeah, you guys put that one together. I completely because
Yeah,
now Aviv is back in Israel, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And I know he used to be a major part of your team over there in New York because
Yeah, in New York.
he fought here in Connecticut. The Imanari role was in Bridgeport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was quick, man.
That was a fun one, dude. That was cool.
Yeah,
But when fighters are in situations like you where you have to get those 6 points, I feel like this is when we see some crazy submissions
it's
and stuff
true.
like that fly out, you
Yeah,
know?
those on the fun happens. So
Yeah.
I hope something fun happens here.
Absolutely, man. Well, me too, definitely. Well, I've got, one more question for you. I couldn't let you
Yeah.
go without asking about the importance of your family. You've always been a guy who embraces family, speaks about how important it is to you. It may be a hard question to answer. If it is, you let me know. But who has been the biggest influence on your career since the beginning?
No, it's not hard. Like
Yeah.
a couple people, you know, majorly Hansel.
Yep.
Hansel has been a big influence. My father, my mom, they all always been behind me, and my wife. You know,
Of
my
course.
wife has been with me since the beginning, so she's been a big influence for me. I think
Yeah.
so. There's just the family itself.
Yeah.
Whoever's closer to me, they know my dreams, so they try to help me achieve it. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I got one more. Fight week is Fight week is about a month away from today. What will the next couple weeks look like for you, Neiman? Just staying
Man,
consistent.
yeah, just a lot of training. There's no room for anything else right now. You know, it's getting so close to a fight. You just got to keep training. So ramping up the training, then ramping down, and
Yeah.
trying to get there healthy and ready to go.
Sure thing. I get it, man. I appreciate the time today. Like I said earlier, it's going to be awesome to see you out there in Sioux Falls. That's a good card. People should tune in for sure. And for you, Neiman, thank you for the time. Thank you, for taking the time today to
Well,
speak with
thank
me.
you, my brother.
Of
Thank you.
course.